Hello there. Welcome to Programming How To channel. In this video we are going to implement global keyboard shortcuts for our application. We will utilize two Windows API functions: register hotkey and unregister hotkey. Let's add class library project in our solution and name it libhotkeys. Let's add these methods. Let's see what key modifiers is. So it's enumeration which represent collection of possible values. Let's define this enum in our code. The flags attribute should be used whenever the enumerable represents a collection of possible values, rather than a single value. Let's define a hotkey class. Let's define a hotkey controller class, which will be responsible for registering, replacing, and unresisting the global hotkey. This collection will contain all the registered hotkeys. In order to register hotkey using register hotkey function, we must have window to receive Windows messages. Our app will receive WM hotkey message if user have pressed the hotkey. So let's define a window which will listen to incoming Windows messages. This function is an application-defined function that processes messages sent to a window. Here we are overriding this function so that we can capture the message. So we are only looking for WM hotkey message which tells the app that hotkey is pressed. When registering hotkey using register hotkey function, we set a ID parameter. So when the hotkey is pressed, window message received by our application will contains that ID in message wparam. So this allow us to find the key and call the application function map with this hotkey. Now let's define action for our hotkey, which will be executed whenever the hotkey is pressed. Action is a delegate that points to a method which in turn accepts one or more arguments but returns no value. Let's define register hotkey function. Here we need to pass handle of listener window, so let's define that. This Windows API function will return true if it have successfully registered the given hotkey. Else it will return false. In case if it returns false, we need to get the detail error why it's failed. In most cases it will fail if some other application have already registered the same key. So let's implement this logic. We want this class to have only one instance. So let's implement Singleton Design Pattern, which is a software design pattern that restricts the instantiation of a class to one single instance. So this is our singleton pattern implementation for our controller class. Now let's add a WinForm project in our application so we can utilize this library and register hotkey. Let's add library project reference. register our hotkey. Let's define a function which will be called whenever our hotkey is pressed. Let's debug the app and see how it goes. It's failed because Alt plus Tab is Windows hotkey, so we need to select different key. Let's catch the exception and throw. If hotkey is successfully registered, we will add it in our hotkey collection. Let's define a function for unregistering the hotkey. If the key is successfully unregistered, we will remove the key from our registered hotkey collection. Let's debug the app with new hotkey and see how it goes. This time the key have been successfully registered. Now we will press Ctrl and A. Our app window should come in front. So it seems to be working. Now let's add some UI to our app so that we can see real-time activities. Let's add a field purpose to our hotkey class so we can identify for what purpose the key is used. We will modify action delegate of our hotkey class so that we can receive hotkey info in our pointed method. Let's implement unregister the key function in our UI. Let's extract this common app string in static class application strings. In our register hotkey function, we will put a check whether the key is already exists or not for a given purpose. If the key is already registered, then we will throw already registered exception, else we will call register hotkey function. Let's implement replace hotkey function, which will replace hotkey for given purpose. In replace hotkey function, we need to implement check whether the key for given purpose is registered or not. If it is registered, then we will replace it, else we will throw key not found exception. Let's run the app. Add hotkey button will register multi-key, Ctrl and A. This key will bring our form in front. Now our application main window is in background. Let's bring it in front by pressing hotkey Ctrl and A. Great, it's working nice. Replace hotkey button will replace our hotkey with new hotkey. We are replacing Ctrl and A with Ctrl plus Alt plus A. Now Ctrl and A is not working. Let's press Ctrl plus Alt plus A. It's working. Now let's unregister the hotkey by clicking button remove hotkey. Now if we press the same short key it will not work. So this is how we can implement keyboard shortcut globally for our application.
Thank you for watching. Please give your feedback in comments so that we can improve our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon next to it so that you can get notifications whenever I upload new video.